GRYSKLL.
We senior.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Sorry, we not. You are, but they are
Damn.
as well. Some of them are.
Hey, bro, I gotta own it. I gotta own it, yo. I'm where I'm at, yo. So it is what it is. You gotta own it.
I'm messing with you. I had to follow up with where Alex was with it.
Yeah, ain't no shame in my game.
He was digging in.
Yeah, he ran that joint to the ground.
Oh man, did Cook upload the show yet?
I didn't see that it was uploaded. I actually checked not long ago. It still wasn't uploaded.
Man, paid my money, man. He taking his time, you know.
Right. I want to hear what all the back and forth was about personally.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Wait, what happened?
Nah, Irv was talking about they had a heated debate.
Please tell me not about what I think it was, because
well, we don't know. He wouldn't tell us. All he said is they got into lengthy conversation, so it'll be interesting to hear. That's all he said.
It's weird to say, but I'm ready for that shit to be over, yo.
So you've been saying that for a few weeks, bro.
Yo, but like I thought this week was going to be it. Like I thought, you know, it was like the last three or whatever. But what I didn't think about was there were actually 4 people in the semis, so it kind of makes sense to have one more round for first place and then one more for whoever the third person is going to be.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to do the track. You know what I mean? To get it over with, yo.
Yeah.
So.
Well, shoot, yeah. Well, Cook was already talking about the I don't even know what you call it, the finale song or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that's not a battle.
Right.
So yeah, he already hit me up about it. I want to see once we get going, see if I can add something to it. I'm like, all right, I'm in.
What up, Shy?
Peace. Good morning.
Going on, man.
What up, Shy?
What's going on, everybody? Tired as hell, man. I was up all damn night.
You still in NY?
I was up all night, so I'm tired as hell.
Nah, I heard that part, but I asked if you were still in NY.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Gotcha.
How's it going, man? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
We're doing. I'm
Good
doing
Wednesday
it.
for everybody.
Was
Yeah,
that?
not a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said and was quickly corrected, I ain't had to choke nobody, so.
Yanni decided to be the elephant in the room tonight, just so y'all. So I know I'm gonna make sure I just at least acknowledge it.
So are we allowed to say what up, yo?
I don't know if she is.
Oh, hey, Yanni.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna really make it more than it was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I did.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I was like, that shit gonna be off with a shit for somebody.
Yeah. I was gonna act like it was normal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was gonna let it ride.
I mean, we figured the dog was there, so, you know, like it's just background, you know. But now that we know, what up, yo?
We had a real long day. Just came out of the park and shit. And it was hot. Well, it was cold, but it was bright and sunny. So it's like the most chill spot in the spot we're staying in.
Okay.
Yeah, but Reese is supposed to come on and then support your local, huh?
That's the word on the street. So I haven't talked to Alex anymore, but when I hit another day, he's like, yeah, dude said he was in. So we'll see.
My local.
Ooh. How's everybody's week going? What's that?
Homegirl of mine makes edibles and shit. But yeah, homegirls, what is this? PS Plus. Yeah, Pinky. See my old eyes, yo. Can't even see no more.
Same shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna be any goddamn help at all.
Pinky sweet.
Packaging is professional as hell.
Yeah, man. She brought some samples for the, you know, to the reunion or whatever.
Oh, what?
The little gummies. I had a half and half that she made. Whew. That was amazing.
A half and half. What's that?
iced tea and hood shit. Lemonade, iced tea and lemonade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the good.
Everybody I knew just drank Kool-Aid.
Ice cream and lemonade.
Corner store, yo.
Spot. You could get it at like Kenny's and stuff like that. The Chinese spot.
That was after
Yeah, in Baltimore, you go to the corner store or go to the sub shop or whatever, and
you would get in that little big ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And a giant pickle.
Yep.
And a giant
pickled onion.
That's always up on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she so back in the day, so the crew, like I said, I went to with the old crew. We had a little reunion or whatever. Yeah. So she was actually the sole woman MC of the crew, and she was a beast. But now she's well, I guess we're all grown up now, and she's doing the edible thing. And I think she was also at A&R for a minute too. So.
A word?
Yeah.
For who? You remember?
That I don't recall. She told me all these things, but by that time I was so high off her stuff. Yeah, all those memories are gone.
Yeah, man. Anything special going on for this week for anybody?
Not if I could help it.
Right.
Yeah, I just been back into coding this week for the wife.
The word?
Yeah. It's getting my legs back under me. It feels weird, but it's giving me a time to get used to this laptop.
Are you enjoying it again?
Loving it, yo. Well, the coding part, it's
the coding.
It's frustrating because like I could have been done, previous me would have been done in 3 days.
Yeah.
Maybe less. And now I'm like trying to figure stuff out. And it's the system that I built to make it, you know what I'm saying? But it's still somewhat foreign to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's frustrating, but like it's slowly working out. It's kind of like learning things over again, which is cool. Because I still had the capacity to do it apparently, so.
Well, that's good. That's damn good, actually, right there.
Yeah.
That's sometimes I wonder, like, if I had to get myself boned up to do tech work again, could I? And my answer is always like, I just wouldn't.
Right.
I would just put a different quality of life and live differently.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, like, I don't want to unless I want to. You know what I'm saying? So like this is kind of on my terms. It's not a gig. It's not, I'm not on a tight timeline, even though she tried to get me on a tight timeline, but well, the I guess nature took its course, and my Mac Mini took a dump and decided to die on me, so that, lost a whole week from that.
So now you feel like you're behind the gun?
Nah, actually, I feel all right about it. She's not pressing me for it, but I feel like since she actually is the one who, when I turned around, she had pressed the order button on the MacBook Pro. I feel like, what I'm saying, like I should at least make sure I get this joint done. Yeah. I was like, nah, I'll figure it out. And by the time I said out, she had already hit buy.
Mm-hmm. Knows you. You're fortunate, man. Gotta appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's still, weird. It's not on my terms. You know what I'm saying? Like it just happened, and like I told you, we had the plan where I would work, and she would slowly build her thing, and then eventually she would be the sugar mama, and I'd be chilling. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't necessarily work out that way. Like I died, and she instantly jumped into sugar mama status. You know what I'm saying? It was against my will, so to speak. Yeah. But it's just hard. It's hard for me to adjust to something that I didn't actually really fully have any part in or something. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I had a part in it because I couldn't do anything. So she kind of had to.
You summarize that as a loss of control problem, right?
Hmm.
You summarize? Did you summarize that when we talk about that as like a loss of control?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like it just kind of all happened at once. Like I went down the deep end and she just swooped in like, all right, I got this. Yeah. Which is great. It's dope, you know, like we're fortunate that was even a possibility for that to happen, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, man. Seriously. You feel like you making progress with coming to terms with it? Yeah, slowly, but it's happening, you know.
That's dope. My mother's like, yo, enjoy it, like, you know, live it up.
I feel
your ass out for years. I'm like, that's cool and all, but she also has been working for like 26 years, so
yeah, it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's taking a lot for me to just like take a day off, like,
right.
I'm not working since I don't have a schedule to work, and I can't force myself to do a schedule. It's hard to pick the days to say no. Today is just a down day, and that's all you're gonna do. So.
Right
now, like nature forces them on me, or Yanni has to like really like fuck with me to get me to just, like turn all the way off. So
yeah,
like, I'm working to figure that part out. But it's good because like I went through a period of not wanting to do shit, but just I'll make beats, but I'm not doing shit else.
Right.
So that, you know, during the darkest part. So it's a change. So I welcome that change.
Like honestly, if I had my way, I'd be doing nothing but playing video games all day and then making music at night. But there's still something about me, like I have to wake up, take the dogs out, you know what I'm saying, do X, Y, and Z, and then sit at my desk as though I'm working. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, go through the whole process of my day. And then at night, I could get back into, you know, like, all right, I can chill now. Like, it doesn't make a bit of sense, but it's you know, 24 years. How do you just turn that off, you know? So,
yeah.
And being that I am a little OCD with my stuff.
Yeah, that makes it probably, I mean, it's probably a saving grace too if you have routine and regimen, because I never had that anyway. So I was always fly by the seat of my pants. It's time to go. All right, fuck. Let me go do this real quick. And then
I wish I could do that, man. I want that so bad.
Yo, but that shit is chaos, man.
It's overrated, bro. Yeah.
Look, don't be, yo.
Chaos is awesome.
I need to get one of them little special backgrounds that blocks everything out. I'm about to have stars and the moon behind me, y'all. On the Sean, the dome.
Read the mind coming with 49 blinds.
What's going on, man?
Fellas?
What's happening?
Same.
Feels like it's been a long time since you've been on, but it was only 1 week, right?
It was only a week, yeah. I got so worried I hit the ball up. Like, yo, you good, fam?
Yeah, me too. After the call last week, I had to hit him like, yo, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good. Good looking out. Thanks for the call, though. I mean, it's been like 2 weeks, though. It feels like a minute.
Yeah.
You missed last week.
He's knee deep. But he's living something. He's enjoying life in some way.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of travel, a lot of work. You know, had to work so I can travel. So I worked that night so I can travel this past weekend. Okay. Went up to Detroit, Michigan, and all that. Saw the sights.
Oh, okay.
Right, needed that getaway. Q, what you got over there? Some broccoli over there? What? Happy 420, boy.
Yeah, happy 420.
Man, oh man, Q dropping.
I got cookies and my pens. That's all.
Oh my God. I feel like I learn a little bit about Q every episode.
Man, you talking about your cookie from last week, Q? Wasn't it on the Gray Space joint? Wasn't it on Thursday when you had that cookie ride?
The cookie, yeah. I mean,
I just remember getting live updates throughout the whole call, like, oh shit,
really kicking. You know, that shit just kicked in.
Oh, that cookie's kicking my ass.
It's about to be the same thing tonight, cause like man. I'm telling you, like he be making that shit for chemo patients because it's like you eat it and it's cool, but then like an hour later, it's like, oh man, there's more, and then an hour after that, oh man, it's still going. Like it's just it just builds up before and then I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, damn, I'm late for everything. So
I'm late for everything.
But that sleep is like a hibernation.
Yeah, it is.
That shit is restful, man. Yeah, you definitely restore and get yourself charged up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't had a good Eddie for a minute. I might need to try the Eddie. They are strong Eddie. I had those Hulks, but those I told y'all the Hulks were mild. So I got to eat those and just kind of coast through those. Those were fun. And I got to eat the whole thing.
I'm still not used to not having the same level of tolerance that I used to have. Like I used to be able to just, eat all of the cookies and gummies and, and be like, all right, I feel all right. Have a couple brews and, party some more. But now it's like I eat a cookie or take a couple puffs of a spliff and it's a wrap. Like I might be like, I'm about to die. Like I be getting paranoid now.
Yeah, it's a whole different strain nowadays. I mean, it's so powerful.
Yeah, it's definitely a different type.
That shit ain't like 45% THC and
Yes.
We grew up, at least I grew up on 0.5 or something like that. So,
I don't even know what we had back in the days as far as measurement.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Far less than what it is today.
Huh?
Okay.
Far less than it is today.
Oh yeah, that's what they say. I didn't even know that there was like percentages. I didn't even know this science existed.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's green. Let's do it.
Right. And light up 10 blunts and pass them around the crew.
Right. Just keep them going.
Right.
Do that now, you're not waking up.
And if you can do that now, it means something's wrong. Or maybe it's something natural that you're smoking. Something more natural, more close to nature and untampered with. I don't know.
Man, it's too strong.
That was the main thing I kept seeing on the road. We saw so many dispensaries, so many restaurants, churches. 420 church, come join our church. All on the man, it blew my mind. Yeah, church, restaurants. Come celebrate here. 420 church.
I like it,
man. It still blows my mind. I'm so happy it is, but
getting back to the roots.
Yeah.
The world is really becoming a different place, man. Fast.
It really is.
Loving it.
Really is.
Yeah, I'm not complaining at all. But I wonder sometimes, like that again, 10-4 tingling and shit. Like all this stuff gets legalized right around the time the world starts going wild. The government starts making all these overreaching moves into the world and all that. I'm like, I wonder if the world is being sedated on purpose or being
they're preparing us for the alien invasion. I've been saying this shit since 2019, yo.
It's not an invasion, man. It's a homecoming, man. They come and pick me up. Man. I've been missing home for a minute.
Yeah, you can believe it's a homecoming all you want. You probably think dolphins are cute too, don't you?
Hey man, they play with little beach balls, don't they?
I will rape you, but give them a chance. Yo, I can't stand dolphins. Don't trust them. Yo, go to any aquarium and just watch them. Just watch them for an hour, yo.
Dolphins and shit, huh?
Go to an aquarium and watch them for an hour, yo. You don't trust the dolphins, yo. Trust them.
They always fucking with people. I love them, man. That's what I love about them, man. They got senses of humor.
There ain't no sense of humor, yo. It's something more sinister than that. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Man, what's the deal with the dolphins, man? You're gonna have to expand on this one.
Yeah, look. Go to an aquarium and just chill for a little bit and just watch them. And trust me, we can continue this conversation after you do that.
They're highly intellectual. They think about what they do.
Yeah, they're very smart.
They're very thought driven. Like I think their brain is actually bigger than ours. They be plotting.
And they speak various languages. Like there's a lot of stuff going. So all right, Octopi, like I actually rock with octopus. I
We
love
were just talking about them last night.
I think they're benevolent creatures. Dolphins, on the other hand,
You got splashed at the SeaWorld, right? Man, go ahead and tell the truth. Go ahead and tell the truth, man.
Childhood trauma.
actually, nah. Every dolphin I ever met was actually pretty cool, but I watched them. Yeah, like I actually sit around talking to dolphins and shit.
I say your homie had multiple interactions with dolphins, yo. Like,
Hey, did you hear about the lady that the oceanographer or something like that? She had this dolphin so much, she loved these dolphins that she turned her apartment into like a little habitat for them.
Bird?
And so,
What the hell kind of apartment is that?
I don't know, but whatever. This is what happened. So she kept it in her apartment. So the dolphin ended up having feelings for her. Like, over the years they developed this relationship, and like the main thing was the story was about the dolphin tried to have sex with her. So what she figured.
Shot, make sure you cue up the porn music.
I forget her name, but it's a true story. Yeah, she documented this whole relationship she had with this dolphin because she was just so, you know what I'm saying, inspired. Like, dolphins are cute and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't black, was she?
No, she was not. Not at all.
I'm surprised you even asked that. Man, I'm in a spot where I can't really light up, man. So I'm gonna have to step away.
Oh damn!
Do what I gotta do, man. That's no late jumping on. I was trying to get myself together.
Why you need the pens, yo? The pens you can just, conveniently.
I used to do the pens, man. I used to get headaches and all that. I'm trying to go get closer and closer to nature and the earth and all that shit. So, I'm trying to pull myself away from these machines and technology in every different way that I can. I used to vape heavy, man.
Make some hash, yo. Then you can you can eat one. Just a little hash ball.
I might need a little class on that. I haven't done the research on that yet. On radar.
The pens don't do it for me either. I mean, it seems very harsh. You know what I'm saying?
You got to hit them just right.
Same thing, headache, instant rush. Like, nah, it's a little too potent for me.
Yeah, I mean, I was cool with them back when I was doing everything else that I was doing, but now, I'm definitely like, I'm trying to learn my body and how I respond to shit now. So I'm really trying to be a little more careful with what I put in there. I ain't perfect. I'm still fucking up in ways, but
all right. Oh well,
I ain't gonna say fucking up, but I'm still,
we're gonna get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I don't even know if it's a destination. Like, I'm not gonna be a Nazi about none of this shit. I hate saying Nazi. I'm gonna stop saying Nazi.
Nazi is bad in general.
Man,
I'm not trying to be uptight about none of this stuff. I'm trying.
Well, that's appropriate. And today, Hitler's birthday, right?
Is it?
I don't know nothing about that, man.
Is it today?
April 20th.
I thought it was
ironic.
Word?
That's some crazy shit. I might have to look that up, but I believe so.
Yeah,
I know it's okay. I do know it's in April, but
I gotta look this shit up.
Somebody look it up.
It ain't April 1st, man.
All right, here I got you.
Hey, I'm finna get out, man. I was just coming in and say what's up real quick.
All right, man. Good seeing you, man. Yeah, April 20th, 1880.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, later.
Peace.
All right. He jump in and jump out. What's going on, Sheed?
Can't call it. What's good with you, brother?
Over there counting the wins. Was it 10-1?
Nah, man. I don't know, man. They be lying, yo.
Oh, so they did the map, they tallied the votes and all that and had the show?
Nah, I haven't seen it yet. That's me and Bear was talking about that when we hopped on. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. I mean, yours is pretty much one-sided. I can say that. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I know you saw the 14-2. I mean, come on now.
I didn't.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was, yeah. I mean, you pretty much.
Yeah. Nah, I voted when y'all drink, but I don't never really look at my drink show.
What's the? Tell me what the tally is so far on the.
It's like 8 and 9 on a little Patreon, and then 10 to 8 on Facebook.
That's way too close, yo. Ain't no way.
Yeah. That's way too close. That's some bullshit.
But
it's all good.
Ain't no way. Like, I'm not even gonna say nothing because
it's political. It's supposed to be political. This is what we in there for.
Theater, no problem. It's good theater. It's good theater. You know what I'm saying? But exactly. where my problem comes in at, if I have a problem with it, is I think I was saying this last week. Like, I learned a lot from what you did because I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have gone through that. I would have wrote another rhyme like I did last time. And like listening to your joint, I was like, yo, I'm mad I didn't pick up on this after all the chatter from the first one. But hearing your, even before you got into it, and then your rhyme, but I think they did so much as close that people was like, yeah, maybe it is close. And it
boggles the brain. Exactly.
I don't think that one was that close. Like, you know me, I said from the jump,
not that close.
I lost my drink to him. I don't think this was close at all. And he did some all right stuff, but I think this was way, of the three he's done, I think this was probably the least impressive to me.
Yes. Anybody who voted in that direction gotta be family and friends, yo. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it.
The problem with it though is like the people that are voting. I think I said this to Urban, like, yo, but it makes you really question what people consider bars, right? Because we've gone, and I almost hate to play this hand, but if it end up being me and you, like, you kind of, you get it. I mean, but like my whole thing, I'm like, when did the criteria switch?
Right.
Because if you think about early on, like Cook was adamant, y'all don't want no long intros, like get in rhyme and get out. And actually Neek's first joint had like an outro and he was like, he said something about it. So I've always been like, yo, beat drop, rhyme, done.
Same here.
So to win or lose on production value goes against everything that we set up initially.
There you go.
But I do recognize the value add. Like it actually has me thinking about how I might make music differently moving forward, because in a lot of ways, I'm kind of stuck in 95 with it. And it's like, it's cool to a certain demographic, but it's a much wider audience out there. But yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, yo, if the production wise, I think you got him, and lyrically you got him. So I don't know how this one was close outside of
lyrically, hands down. Just
thank you, Q. I appreciate it.
Wasn't even close.
That's if I got an issue at all, that's what it would be with. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But again, you never know what certain people consider flavor.
No.
To be clear. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go. I want to hear.
No, I was just gonna say, to be clear, like, he wasn't whack. He just wasn't on the same plane. Like, it wasn't, y'all weren't playing the same game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was done. Like, as soon as you ended, it was a wrap. Like, for him to be in the same plane, he needed to come a lot heavier than that. And it wasn't on the level.
And the fact that I mentioned everything that he was going to do, add samples, switch up the voice, everything he said he did. I said, Demond Deshaun, I bombed first. I know I'm gonna be the first one to go up. You can't wait to respond. So yours took the fizz out of that. Whatever you're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? You did the sample.
People don't catch that though. People don't catch that, and that's where I always say what people consider bars. People don't catch that.
But look at who we consider people who consider bars said they didn't. It's a tie. So when people who we think consider bars say it's a tie, then hey, maybe it was a tie. I think I heard something different. Because remember what you said about the production value. Like when we come in verse and that's it and get out. Now see, that's what I've been doing, same here.
Right.
But it's something about Billy that I knew that he was gonna do it and they were gonna let him do it. So if I would have came in and just barred in, Demond Deshaun, blah, 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 and he come in with that GRYSKLL sample and he killed me already production wise. It sound louder. So I'm gonna do everything that you're gonna do and louder and more rambunctious. And I'm gonna do it first.
Right.
Now, it sits in the lap of people who say, oh, okay, it's cool. Wait a minute, it's a tie? Man, Bill Clinton, reason why my niggas can't get a job. We are, come on, it's a tie? I said, what? I said, I said, what?
Right.
Bill Clinton, my niggas can't get a job, come on, man.
Here's the funny thing.
Baseball, 3 strike laws.
Here's my
all that shit. The Clinton, remember crack when brothers we get more years for crack. He saw from hard. Come on, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to hip hoppers. I'm talking to black people. I'm talking to politicians. I'm talking to the hood. I'm talking to intellect. This dude come in with the switch up voice.
So here's the funny thing. My first verse for him, I changed up because I thought a lot of stuff would go weird. But in the part of the start, I was like, could be ill, consider it not a fact. Monica Lewinsky and Rom, you suck at rap. From there, I went into this other joint and I said, kill it will. I said, so bad I'll make you rewrite the 94 crime bill. But I was like, nobody's going to get it. So I let it go, right? But that's kind of, man, what happened to my,
you got to keep that. Keep the chain. You got to keep the chain. That's your song. Keep the chain.
But that, so like.
If it comes, I don't mean to cut you off, but if it comes between me winning and me saying go rewrite the 94 crime bill, I'm saying the 94 crime bill. I'm saying it. And I'm a lose. Based on their popular beliefs. And you go back and you do research. Oh, he's executive producer for such and such. Oh, he helped do this and such and such. I didn't get into who the dude is. I want to see what your business is. That's why you know what I'm saying, your Instagram is the fucking tombstone because you don't do anything. But you do business with people. That's cool. So I can attack your Instagram. So when you do business with people, they let you get an intro. They let you get, you know what I'm saying? They let you bring production level. They let you fuck us up, basically. And shit. So, like you said, there's people voting for him. You know what I'm saying? There's people that he does business with that he probably cool with. And I understand that. It's all good because I said my piece. I know you're going to get them.
And the thing, like I said, the thing that really makes it interesting to me is dude is not whack. So you gotta meet him. And that's where, like when I heard your joint, I was like, yo, I think I told Alex, I would have never thought to do that. Even after the first one, I'd have still came in the same way. So, but yeah, I don't know how that was that close.
Cheat. I don't know though. Okay, not whack percentage. How close to whack is he not?
But here's my thing. And again, is I look at battling as I look at this as a true battle, right? So think about Alex, think about you, and then think about all the other verses I did. Like my first mistake was I thought he was gonna be like more like a Neeks or a Nomadic or a Aaron or one of those type of cats where I didn't know his pedigree.
Okay.
So when I say he's not whack, I'm saying Duke or rhyme. I'm not going front of that. Now, if we're battling in front of a crowd, and you put on an instrumental, can you auto-tune your voice live?
No, you cannot.
You cannot. can you double up? Can you add a second track to your live performance?
Right.
While you rhyme into an instrumental, right? And that's how I look at all of it, right? It's so regardless of what kind of backgrounds and echoes I could do on stuff, it doesn't make sense because that wouldn't happen in a live battle, right?
Right.
But you learned from that. So you did everything you were supposed to do and more. But I could see how to a person that is more into a vibe versus what was being said would side with him. I can see that. It's the same reason cats think average lyricists are the greatest of all time.
Right.
It's not that what they're saying is super dope. You just resonate with the vibe they gave you. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that was really more of it than anything else. Which is arguably not the essence of a battle. So
I agree with that 1000%, which is not.
You know, so that to me, that would be the only place where I would say that's why I don't necessarily think it was a tie. But I would never I think the dude is kind of live, yo. Like I when I listen to him, I'm like, yo, homie can rhyme and he's creative. Like that
he's got some energy with him.
What do you say? I feel like I'm a casting director the way I pick you apart.
Right.
I thought that shit was dope. I actually thought that might have been the dopest line he said in that verse. But that was dope. Me, I was like, huh. I feel where you're coming from with that. So
that was pretty cool. Oh no.
Yeah. But the mom was coming at your mom with 4-9 blondes. Yo, I listened to your submissions so many times over the past week and a half. Bias.
Oh, please.
Sir Blackington.
Was goody.
What's going on, man?
They announced the winners already?
Nah. Oh, before I forget, I mentioned it to Sheed, I think it was last week or something like that. But a song idea based on
Hold up, Q. Hey, Alex. Okay. Hey, yo, Q got a song idea he probably gonna tell you about when you talk to him. All right, go ahead, Q. My bad.
Alex,
I called you last night and forgot to tell you, man. My bad.
You're an awesome partner, yo.
I appreciate it. I'm here for you. Hey, blame it on the old age, yo. I was holding my colon.
So it was based on while I was away for the weekend for my birthday or whatever, and you had shared some talent. And we had a brief exchange about the talent and whether we meant the same thing with talent or whatever. So anyway, long story short, I had this idea to do a song where we're in a club or bar or whatever environment, and someone with talent strolls by. And so for my verse, I come off completely just wrong, loud and wrong, just like ignorant, like stuff that I would never ever say to a woman to try and, you know, pull her or whatever. And then somebody kind of comes in, cuts me off, and then they do their version. Like they could be getting on my case about how I came at her, or they could be trying to holler at her with better game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the concept for the song, where it's like we're having fun, we're out, it's the fellas' night out, we're just drunk and belligerent, basically. So about talent.
I'm with that.
Okay.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I actually have my verse. It's short, and like I actually have it where literally somebody cuts me off, whoever is next up cuts me off, like, dude, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? And then they start into their verse.
Gotcha.
So it's like one of those kind of things where we just kind of feeding off each other's energy and to keep the thing moving or whatever. Have you heard Tanya Morgan's album?
Nah.
Their first album, they had a song where they were all trying to holler at the same girl, but they were dogging each other out, trying to get at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was less focused on talking to her, more so they were talking about each other.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, leaving her completely out of it. Like, well, what makes y'all think I'm even interested? Type deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's in that same vein.
I'm with that. That sounds dope.
Yeah, just so you know, like, my verse is so out of pocket. Like, I would never ever, like, I feel like I even have to have a disclaimer at the beginning of the song or something. It's not how I roll. It's not really that bad, but you know, on a scale from 1 to ignorance, it's pretty close to ignorance.
Okay. Oh yeah, you going in on that one. All right. Did you put it on the you put it in the drive already?
Nah, I didn't make a beat or anything for it. I think she's supposed to be contributing on that part.
Oh, okay. Sir, I'm definitely with that. I'm with that. Yeah, keep me posted.
That's what's up.
My Shy was goody.
What's up, Tobias? Peace. How you doing, man?
Family.
Man.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. How was New York?
Man, New York was fun. Man, New York was fun as hell, man.
Yeah.
It's just so much, dude. Like you can't just do everything in one trip, man.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure I hit the main points that I wanted to see. Well, some of the main points, because I still ain't know where to go. You know what I'm saying? And then my mindset was all crazy because I thought everything was close. You know what I'm saying? I thought the borough was close enough. I'm like,
and you can't drive.
And you can't drive, right? So it was like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, man, we gotta be in the subway for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
By the time we get off the subway, we tired. Like, dang.
Yeah.
But it was
How many
dope,
days
man.
did y'all do?
Huh?
How many days did y'all do?
From what was it? So Sunday to Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amount of time. Okay.
And the crazy thing about it, man, from Sunday, Monday, like each day we was getting up like 6, 7 in the morning, taking the subway to wherever we was going. And then that day they had that mass shooting. Mm-hmm. We slept in. It was crazy. Man. So it was like we just missed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Glad you did, man.
Bro.
Yes, sir.
It was like 20 minutes from there, man. Like Sunset Park. Like we was catching the train going past Sunset Park every day. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow.
But we was trying. So look, I was trying to. I tried to go to Queensbridge Projects. And
wait a minute now.
The taxi cab was telling me I was crazy. He was like, "Man, you crazy? So you're crazy, buddy? I'm not driving over there." I was even trying to offer him some money. Like, look, man, just he go $50. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get some pictures real quick from the sign. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I'm not driving over there. You know, I'm not driving. I'm like, what? Come on, man. Wow. He wasn't going.
Yo, that's funny. That's funny as hell.
But
that's funny.
The Staten Island one was dope too, because I had to tell the cab driver right there. I was like, look, man, I was like, I don't know this area. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this area is like, the air is different, man. You know what I'm saying? You coming from New York, you go to Staten Island, man, it's totally different, man. And we was in Park Hill Projects. So I was just like, look, man, I was like, he go 25. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take these photos and these videos, you know what I'm saying? Stay right here. When we get done, hopping back to your cab, you taking us back to the ferry. Dude, it was super hood. I was like, dang. Like they wasn't lying.
It's different, man.
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
I will say on the Wu-Tang episode, when they was on the ferry and they was trying to get Ray and Ghost to collab and be cool.
Okay. That's exactly the same.
We was on that ferry,
yeah.
But the episode made it seem like they was talking to him for like an hour on the ferry, and that ferry ride only like 20 minutes, bro.
They ain't trying to go up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah, it was the whole episode.
No, contemplate to themselves and meditate on the meaning of life and shit. There's a lot
Bro,
going
that's very
on.
wild.
Plus they had time to almost buy. Didn't he buy a gun on the joint too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride was like 20 minutes, bro. I was like, ain't no way.
We were just talking about you today, man. Because we're up here now. I was saying the same shit. I was like, Tobias was up here. I was like, he had the time of his life up here. I said, man, all the times I've been up here, I don't think I've seen half of that shit that he's seen. He did the whole hip hop tour.
Right, he went to the
Gave himself a hip hop tour in New York, man, and got the pictures to prove it. I was like, that's dope though, man. I was
it was dope, man. It was dope.
And Reese is here. Reese came by my crib.
Okay.
The word? So, that's dope, man.
Oh no, I'm gonna go out. He don't know what. I'm gonna go get him. He outside.
All right.
Parking. Give me a minute, bro.
All right. What part of New York y'all in, Sha?
We're in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
I was telling Alex, I was like, yo, I ain't want to tell you before you went and came back safe. But like, yeah, he was like, yeah, I want to go here and there. I'm like, man, just be careful, bro. You know,
I don't know if you want to do that.
I was telling him last night, I was like, yeah, yo.
Especially with cameras.
Yeah, I ain't want to kind of jinx it. I was like, yo, man, my brother and them, one after they prom, they senior prom, they pulled up, I think they was in Queen, I don't know where the hell they was at, yo. They like ran in a corner store. He's like, yo, we came out the corner store, the trunk was up, the doors was open, everything was gone. And he's like, my man was like, yeah, we gotta do something. He's like, man, if you don't get the fuck in the car and let's go, what we gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? What we gonna do?
I told that story you told me the other day.
Yeah, man. That place different. I took my daughter when she was 13. And, we caught the train from Jersey, got off at Penn Station, walked around Madison Square. You know, you're in the heart of Manhattan.
Yeah.
She's from, small town Carolina or whatever. Like Norfolk, Norfolk was like the big city. So, 13, know everything. Man, she got off, about to step off the curb. One of them cabs came by. She jumped back on the curb. She's like, Daddy, they ain't stopped.
Hell no.
All of a sudden, she holds my hand across the street. Shit. I'm like, oh, word.
It's definitely different, I think. You from you in NY, Sha?
Yeah, we're in Brooklyn right now.
Oh, where at in Brooklyn?
Somewhere between what we say, Crown Heights, Bushwick, and Brownsville. Yeah. So we're like right in the middle, in between.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, yeah, we was literally like by Flatbush and Myrtle. It was like downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, I told Yanni she keep bringing me up here.
What's going on? You got me?
Yes, sir. We got you, brother.
Yeah.
Yo, Sam, what's good?
What's good with you, man? How y'all doing?
All right, how you doing, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, barely made it, man. It's been a rough one. The flight was kind of delayed, so I ain't in the most comfortable setting, but make it happen.
All right, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Word.
Sorry about the flight, man.
That's all good.
Yeah.
What y'all got, man? What y'all got going on?
The usual game, man. We just get together and just kind of kick it, to tell the truth, man. We don't really have an agenda. We don't really push nothing serious, but I know we heard about your movement and we've been really interested in just hearing about it and just kind of hanging out with you, because we hear you a supporter too, man. So we just want to check in, basically, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's kind of cool how I got to with Alex, man. Me and him went to high school together, and just following his page and some of the the real hip hop he got going on. It hip hop and weed go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
it was a partnership that I knew I needed to kind of get at least a cameo of the brand into. You know what I mean? With the message you all got going on.
That's what's up, man. That's beautiful, man. So how would you summarize your brand to somebody who's never heard of you before? Like what you about and what you do?
Well, what would I say we are as a social equity cannabis brand, ensuring that minorities and those most negatively affected by the cannabis prohibition have opportunity in the now legal cannabis industry. Right now, nationwide, minorities only have 5% of the legal cannabis industry, and a market that destroyed our lives for over 50 years. And, I want to be that brand and ensure that we got opportunity in that realm.
So, man. Full support, man. Full support.
Yeah. we got a lot of good stuff going on. We got a dispensary that's going to be opening up in the next couple months. We got an initiative now that we're working on to get people trained in the cannabis industry, cultivation, and different lanes in the cannabis industry where, we can actually have a footprint in the industry.
Where are you based?
The first one we're going to be opening up is in Chicago on 51st and Indiana. There's going to be a hemp store, hemp-related store, CBD products, an array of different other products. We're going to be just changing the game, man, making sure that in this legal cannabis industry, that minority opportunity is definitely resonating.
Yeah, I be seeing like the what's the name, like the big strikes and stuff y'all be doing, you know what I'm saying, on y'all pages, you know what I'm saying, that be real, man. What's it like, so for like a minority to start to get their license and stuff? Like, I know I read on some stuff about how much money to get started. I may be wrong, but I know it's something like 25, maybe 100K or something like that just to get started.
Yeah, man, you said what's the question again?
So like, if I wanted to get into it, you know what I'm saying, as a Black person, because I know they kind of made it like really difficult, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like price wise to, to get your license and stuff like that. So I know I read something like it was like 25K to get started, and then you got to put in like another 150K or something like that, or 200K.
Right, that's to be the holder of the cannabis license. It's a couple different avenues you can go by, licensing deals and building up a brand, which is kind of the route that we took. It's the basically kick in the back door, come out the front door route. They're not gonna make it easy. That's kind of the purpose of why I came with the brand. Just kind of looking at how they played the alcohol prohibition, and you just got to think of unique ways to get into these markets because it's not made for us. Ultimately, they used us just to fill the prison system up, and now they want to be the legal cannabis cartel. So now it's our turn to figure out how we can make our way and slip through the industry and create these brands that actually have a message behind it. When did you first get started? Man, I actually started the brand back in October of 2019, before it was legal cannabis here, and it was because I saw the writing on the wall, and I wanted to get that message out there and just kind of wake people up to what was happening right before our eyes. We kind of living in a unique time in history right now, where if you actually pay attention, you can be that brand that's gonna have that longevity, like a Miller, like a Coors. You know what I mean? Ones that have circa prohibition era, holdings. When you think about the prohibition industries like NASCAR still exist today, that, that's the whole purpose of NASCAR, is running alcohol, illegally. So we're in a good, unique opportunity, a unique time right now in history where we can kind of do the footwork and get out there and create these brands. You can be the brand and stick around for the next 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah. What drove you to be the one to make this happen, man?
What drove me to be the one to make this happen?
Yeah. What's your motivator?
That's a question I don't know yet, man. I don't know what happened. I put all power on God on that one, man. He gave me a vision and I ran with it. Didn't stop.
Yeah. You just felt it. Just had to do it, huh?
Yeah, regardless of whatever resistance, self-doubt, just kept pushing.
That's beautiful, man. I commend you, man. That's respectable. Highly respectable, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Take a lot of perseverance, but
yeah, man, it was a lot of rough moments, a lot of self-doubt, but then, waking people up is tough. But then as you start waking more people up, it kind of ignites that fire a little bit and kind of keep you going.
Yeah. Did you start by yourself, or did you start with a team? Did you have somebody with you when you started?
No, it was just me, man. Me and an idea.
Yeah?
Me and an idea. There's some shirts and a message and vision here that I had to, get people. I almost felt like I was probably going crazy trying to explain to people the brand and how we gotta, press forward right now on this, so. But once you build it and they start coming, you're on to something.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think I'm starting to learn that myself. So I see. This is dope seeing it. So what was your step one? Like what was your step one? Step one was just printing up some shirts, and what was your intention when you started printing them up?
Man, step one was just owning my brand, owning the name of the company. The trademark, and making sure that my creative idea was not gonna be protected. So going through that process, getting the shirts made. And actually, one thing I wanted to do was partner up with an organization called ECCSC, which is headed by a guy named Tyrone Muhammad, real solid dude. He's the director of this organization, basically ex-cons for community and social change. They deal with re-entry, behavior modification, and you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm just seeing the shirt. I'm seeing Sheed put up the shirt.
Yeah. So
I should have had it on. My bad, yo. I wasn't even thinking.
Got to hold up. He's on his phone, so he probably didn't see you holding it up. You might
I was just having the shirt up that you got for me when I was out there.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my
that
bad.
draw a lot of attention when you have it on, man.
So are they supposed to be conversation starters in your mind? The shirts?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Definitely a conversation starter. And, you know, I think that anybody put that shirt on, they can have whatever particular reason why they support that shirt, but ultimately it still is pushing the purpose of the brand to make sure that we got diversity and inclusion in the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
That was one of the first discussions Alex and I had about it when he mentioned the idea to me. I was saying I was definitely coming from the perspective of a non-smoker, but definitely interested in showing the imbalance between what it was or how it used to be viewed versus how we want to view it now, as far as the masses go, and the fact that, you know, a conviction almost renders you unable without, I would imagine, a huge amount of legwork to be able to even participate. So that was always what I thought was interesting about your approach, man. I appreciated and respected that a lot.
It's crazy because when you think about it now, you know, you kind of got your idea of what your local Weedman look from your perspective, but now think about 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you know what I mean? As legalization starts sweeping across more of the states, you know, you have a lot more Weedman establishments, you know?
Right.
Now, what percentage of that are we gonna own? You know, that's the question.
And it's not very many. How many? What percentage of the U.S. is legal now? Do you know?
I believe it's 17 states right now currently have legalized cannabis on the recreational side.
Yeah, so we're getting there. We're almost halfway there, huh?
I think aren't they still trying to work on it on the federal level as well?
Yeah, they just actually passed a bill in Congress, I believe, and I believe it's got to go to the Senate to lift the cannabis prohibition federally. You know, that'd be interesting to see.
The other interesting thing I saw was that if you do have a dispensary, you can't, because it's not federal, you can't like put your money in banks, nothing like that, ask for loans or anything like that.
Well, I think that was early in the start of it. I think a lot of that's changed now. But I know early in the start, especially like when you think about when Colorado started getting legalization, there was definitely some issues with that. I was hearing stories of like dispensaries using armored trucks to transport their money. But I think since then, things have kind of shifted a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, they making it real tough, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we still got to post our pictures up, she.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get this song done for you.
Yeah, but that was
I can't wait to hear that, man. I know y'all coming with some real hip hop on that one.
The problem is the iteration of it keeps changing. It's grown like if we're gonna be honest, we were hoping to have it done for you this evening and kind of gift it to you. And,
wow.
Yeah, it just it just didn't come together like that. But it's kind of grown into something even more than what we were envisioning initially. So once we get it to you, you know, it will be hopefully something that you enjoy. But we kind of missed the target on that one. But yeah,
it's all good. You know, I'm patient. I know when it's that dope creativity, it takes a little time. When it comes, I know I'm gonna be highly excited about it. So it's cool.
Yeah, man. You know, we just a bunch of brothers. You know what I'm saying? Just love hip hop and just come on some time and try to make music, man. So
nah, man. You know, that was dope to just experience y'all putting that video together at my man's facility in the city, man. Just kind of seeing how all the parts came together. That was cool to be a part of.
I was about to say thank you. I was actually literally about to say thank you for even making that available to us, because you know it was, that came in clutch, man. And, you know.
So that was That was the Sincerely Yours video.
Yeah, Sincerely Yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, look how that relationship just kind of growing from where it's at now, man. You know, once that like-minded energy come together,
yeah,
you never know what you can create.
Definitely. And you still I know you've been trying to do the open mic stuff. You still posting that pretty soon?
Man, you know, for the long we're not having that right now currently. That kind of was growing a little slower, but we was kind of having our hands in a few too many things at once. That is something we plan on bringing back. In fact, we plan on bringing it back on a larger scale. Personally, I feel like events and concerts are definitely in the future for Support Your Local Weedman.
I know you got a few artists that did some stuff for you too, man. Like, how you hook up with them?
Man, you know, a few of the people were friends of the family. A few people were fans of the brand. There's a few more people. Man, I was messing around in the Metaverse one time. You know, my name went in the Metaverse. Support Your Local Weedman. One dude got talking to me. He was a rapper. I don't know if y'all ever did the Metaverse before at all. Kind of dived over in there. It's decent. They got little different studios in there that's playing music. People in there rapping. It'd be some good talent there every now and then. And man, one of the dudes, he wanted to mess with the brand, messaged me on Instagram. I sent him a shirt. And he was like, man, I'm gonna make a video. So it's really people that's in all different ways I network and meet people, man. You know, just talking about the brand alone kind of, you know, is a conversation starter.
Wow. How do you get in the Metaverse?
Hey, I was just experimenting with it, but it was kind of decent. You got to get one of them Oculus things.
OnlyFans.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think that Metaverse kind of the future, though, man. There's a lot of people that had a lot of talent in those studios that they may not have the courage and the bravery to step in front of people to open to spit whatever flow they got, but they can get a little comfortable in the Metaverse, build that skill a little bit, maybe.
So in the Metaverse, they make like a little like an avatar or something.
Yeah.
I was
in the Metaverse seeing. I was in the Metaverse seeing what type of opportunities in the Metaverse.
A lot of them out here, man. Buying property,
you know what I mean?
Selling clothing in there.
Yeah.
All that, man. You think about selling them shirts in there?
I haven't learned how to do all that. My knowledge level not that high yet. But if I figure it out, I'll definitely try.
Sorry, go ahead, man. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, I ain't made it to that level yet. I ain't made it to that level of understanding of it.
Yeah, that's that part. I know what you can do, and that there's a whole lot of things I'm capable of doing, but I feel like I need to build the team out to really do more with it and to really dig in. Or I need to cut off and just focus on that, and I'm not willing to do that yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a whole nother business.
Yeah, it is. Is Reese?
I know I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Reese?
What's good? Nice to meet y'all. Nice to see y'all.
What's happening?
Well, good to see you as well, man. So, like it's Sam, right?
Yep.
So Sam, Reese, Sam. Sam runs the Support Your Local Weedman movement that we were talking about. Reese has been engineering a lot of music for Damon, our brother Damon here on the screen, and he also started doing some stuff with us lately. He's done a joint for Rasheed and I earlier in the year, and did some stuff for Kareem and I. So he's doing more and more with us. But the young man's there in Chicago. He's about 21 years old, sharp as hell, man, and really enterprising, really doing his thing on the engineering tip. Huh?
23.
23.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir.
23. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. Pardon me. That's wisdom I'm dropping off for you, man. Pardon me for that. But yeah,
like 10% of his life, yo. You gotta give him them 2 years.
Huh?
Like 10% of his life, you gotta give him them 2 years. Yo.
Yeah, that's stripes. But I'm sorry. I don't want to cut. I want to acknowledge the man jumping in the room, man. Good to see you here, man.
So Sam, like, my bad. So if anybody want to check you out, like, where's the main page? Where could they go?
So you can go on Facebook at Support Your Local Weedman or Instagram at Support Your Local Weedman. If you send a message on there, it'll be 99.9% of the time it'll be replying to it.
Okay, cool.
Right, I missed all the key points. The jump off. I heard you ask about the.
I think one of y'all need to mute, yo, because I think we get feedback from you and Reese, which both have your mics on. One of y'all need to mute.
Okay.
Mute yours, and then I'll keep this one.
Okay.
Since you said that you were attracted to the hip hop over here, I'm curious as to what type of hip hop fan you are. We usually just hang out. I know you feel like you just got grilled in an interview. That somehow we still kind of clumsy, so sometimes we kind of fumble through an interview by accident. But what kind of hip hop fan are you, man?
What you mean by what kind of hip hop fan?
What do you love? Who's some of your favorite artists?
Black Mavericks. Black Mavericks are his favorite artists, yo. Black Mavericks are his favorite artists, yo.
Hey man, I'm real diverse on what I listen to, but if I'm on some real hip hop, I'm a Nas, Biggie fan. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yes, sir.
I ain't about to get into the Biggie Pac debate, but I kind of lean more towards Biggie.
I think most of this room would, to tell the truth.
I don't lean either way.
Yeah. And Q won't vote on that one. What's your first hip hop memory? What do you remember first about hip hop?
Man, I remember, it's crazy. My first hip hop memory was still in my brother AZ Do or Die CD. Playing that CD probably 1,000 times back to back.
Yeah, I love that.
And the first CD I ever bought though was Outkast Thank On You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first album.
Second least favorite.
Was the AZ Do or Die? Is that the one with him and Nas, The Essence?
That's the one where I don't know. It was the one in the mahogany, black scenery. It was I can't remember the lyrics. I used to have it all memorized, man.
Yeah, Sugar Hill on there. I remember that.
Yeah. Was in it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pete Rock did. I think it was Rather Unique. I used to love Rather Unique.
Rather Unique, yeah.
Yeah, so that wasn't on there. That was okay. So the one I'm talking about was on Asiatic then. That's on the other one. That wasn't on Do or Die. Okay.
Yeah, Do or Die was his first joint, man.
Right. Yeah, man. Nas fans up in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know Shy ain't a big Nas fan.
You think he's not a big Nas fan?
I respect him. He's definitely a dope lyricist, and he's definitely a dope MC. He just doesn't. His beat selection doesn't speak to me, so I don't get a chance to enjoy his music as much. I listen to the beat first, so if the beat doesn't catch me, I'm really not listening.
I get you on that.
Yeah, but rhyme wise, he's a beast. But I'm more of a Jay-Z fan too, though. Right? Not that you got to be a fan of one over the other, but
it's like the Michael Jackson Prince debate.
Yeah. It is.
Oh, you got to be.
I believe with Mike on that one. Just for the simple fact, Mike didn't wear the booty
pants. That's hilarious, man.
You don't have to touch the
Yo, Reese, who you got on that? You familiar with either one of them?
Wait, I'm sorry. Who you say?
Who we just Jay-Z and Nas? You got a pick between the two of them?
That's tough. That's like 1A and 1B for the old school for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's real tough to choose, but if I have to choose, I have to say Jay-Z.
You chose right. That's all right, man.
Okay. All right.
Nah.
So I wonder if that.
Go ahead,
I wonder if the selection there would be based on how you process music. Reese, as an engineer, you guys consider yourself, I think you would say, a producer before MC, even though I don't know if I buy that yet or not. I wonder if how you listen to music, obviously it does, but like my brother's a big Jay-Z. He thinks Jay-Z is the greatest of all times.
Yeah. No, I say the way I look at it is as an artist first. Because first artist for me, then producer, then engineer. But I look at it for lyrics. You know, I think that's why it's hard, because I love what Nas say. You know what I'm saying? Like, despite anything else, I love what Nas be saying. But Jay-Z, I love what he be saying a little bit more, and everything else around it is so much, that's what pushed him over the edge for me.
I think it's the charisma with Jay for me. Like the character, the charisma, the natural ease with it. Nas, he's natural and he's at ease, but I always hear like he's playing a role. Like he's always giving you a movie, always giving you some sort of cinema. Jay-Z, he'll give you a jokey, laughy one, like Believe You Me, son, whatever that joint was. He'll play around.
Noise, because I'm finding it hard to concentrate with all the noise.
And Jay, I think, does better with his beat selection, obviously, but also I think he challenges himself more to do more things stylistically and cadence-wise too that are more interesting to me. Nas, I can pretty much predict Nas's flows most of the time.
Yeah, piggybacking off of what Reese said though, like the difference to me between Jay-Z and Nas is Nas, you literally understand everything he's saying. He's painting the picture. There's no mystery to what he's saying. There's no decoding. With Jay-Z, you hear the surface level shit, but if you go back and you listen again and you get the references, then you hear the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's layers to stuff that Jay-Z does. And for me, I have a weakness for that. Like if you can have layers to your lyrics, then I'm on board. For me,
I'm about to send you my book, really, you can just read my shit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with both of y'all stands, Q and y'all stuff about Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z, he does have that layer. And then Jay-Z, he talks a lot of that rich stuff, man. You know, I ain't rich, so a lot of stuff I can't really. I don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? You say you don't enjoy it?
Yeah, I don't enjoy none of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
Like the way he do it, you know what I'm saying, is dope. And like you said, of course, he got the money to get the top-notch beats. But Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, he ain't no slouch, you know what I'm saying? Like he's still like up there as like top 5, you know what I'm saying? But Nas, just the way Nas do it for me, I like the way Nas tell his stories. Like he make you feel like you there, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the song on Life Is Good? It's the second song on that Life Is Good album. He got Large Professor on there. He got the train sound effects in the background, and he just explained New York, and it's just so dope, man. He be like, you say something like New York, grab a slice of pizza so hot, tear the skin in your roof mouth. You like dude, like the way Nas just tell his stories, dude. Like it's so expansive. Like it's like you could just touch and smell everything he talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always side with Nas, man. Like Nas always have like his stories, dude. Like it's just the stories. You can't match his stories, man.
Yeah.
Your damn explanation had layers. I thought you was riding with Jay at first. I'm like, what you riding with, yo?
No, I was trying to give Jay his props,
man. You straddled the fence on that one.
No, I was trying to give Jay his props, you know what I'm saying, before I start, you know what I'm saying, going Nas, you know what I'm saying.
I ready to go in butthole mode and just go Nas because, man.
But Jay-Z
gave us the whole conversation.
Like Sha said, Jay-Z got more of that charisma, so people would relate to Jay-Z more. Like he's more a relatable MC than Nas. You know what I'm saying?
I would say he's also more versatile as a lyricist.
That's true too, because Nas tried to switch up his flows and it didn't work for him. Like when he did I'm Doing Big Things, when he was trying to rap fast on that wasn't working. But
he tried quite a few things that didn't work in his favor.
But
does Nas suffer from iLLmatic-itis?
Huh?
Does Nas suffer from iLLmatic-itis?
No, not at all. Nas got hits.
That's a terrible term, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know what else to call it.
iLLmatic-itis? No, of course not.
I couldn't think of the chopper. Does Nas suffer from the success of iLLmatic?
No.
Only for me.
Huh?
Only for me, because
I think he does.
I haven't liked any Nas album as much as I've liked iLLmatic. Like iLLmatic is where it pretty much stops for me as far as
kind
great
of the
albums.
Houdini syndrome.
Definitely my favorite
I
album.
don't know that you'll ever make something as dope as that first project.
And a lot of that was the production of it. Like all the work that went behind the scenes to make that album what it was, made it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just dope lyrics. It was the production. It was the way they put the whole album together.
It was the story behind it.
Yeah, he was a different person at that point too. You know what I'm saying?
I like the second one too. I think we had this discussion. I ain't gonna walk that through it again.
Yeah.
I think iLLmatic was so dope, almost regardless of what he does. Speaking personally, I'm always like, yeah, but it's not iLLmatic.
Yeah, me too. And I said before, like I'm unfair in the way that I listen to Nas because I have an expectation that can't happen. He already made that album. That album is done and gone. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna happen again.
10 people. 10 people.
Man, all right, look. Life is Good or 444.
444.
444. I never even listened to Life is Good. I've never even listened to Life is Good.
I don't remember that album, and I haven't.
I should have probably hesitated. Huh?
You said what?
Huh?
I ain't heard 444. I'm going Life is Good.
Wow.
You haven't heard 444, Damon?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Aggressive.
Sorry.
You gonna enjoy this ride. You gonna enjoy this ride, brother. I look forward to hearing you
You haven't heard Life is Good, have you?
I haven't.
I couldn't listen to that.
All right, let's do
I skim it.
Let's do this.
Hold on a
listen to
second.
Life is Good this week. You listen to 444.
Let's do that.
All right.
Hold on real quick, the homie Sam gotta hop off real quick.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Thank you. Be on, man. I'm actually about to pull up to my destination, but man, I look forward to getting more in tune with y'all with the brand and what y'all got going on, man. Do some more collabs, make some more music, and man, make history.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you, brother. Again,
on, man.
thank you for the hospitality last time I was out there, man. It's appreciated more than you know, brother.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it.
And thanks for hopping on.
Man, look forward to seeing you again, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you,
Be
bro.
safe, Sam. Peace.
Yep. Later.
All right, I'm going. I heard both. Life is Good is still my go-to. 444 is dope, but the reason why I picked them two because those two albums, you know, were personal, right? They was really about them, you know, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Nas, and Khalees. You know what I'm saying? But that Life is Good, man. Man, he got No ID on them tracks, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like No ID.
Man, what? No ID killed that album, bro.
I like No ID.
I do like, yeah, I like
ID
No
did
ID.
the whole album.
Yeah, Swiss did 2 songs, I think.
See, and that's like a -8 songs right there, just having him on production.
Swiss,
I ain't gonna front. I'm glad to hear somebody else say. I thought I was the bad one. I was biting my tongue.
Yeah,
right. I'm not supposed to be doing that no more. I'm supposed to be the good guy, yo.
And it's nothing against Swizz. Like Swizz makes some dope shit, but it's a type of hip hop that I wouldn't put with some No ID production. I wouldn't put them side by side. So I didn't know that's the mistake on the album.
It stick out like a sore thumb on the album.
Yeah,
it do.
It's like Jay would add Timberland sometimes to some of his albums. It didn't work in some albums. Like the songs were great, but they didn't fit in with some of the rest of the album sometimes, man.
No ID did 444 too, right?
Yeah, that's why I got so excited about it. I was like, oh shit, this is really the No ID album battle.
Yeah.
I ain't hear that Life is Good. I ain't hear that.
Man, Life is Good from beginning. Skip the Swiss Beast song. It's called Summer on Smash. That one. Putting that out there right now.
That's not how albums work, yo.
I gotta take the whole ride.
Listen to it front to back. You gotta hear the whole thing.
Well,
I couldn't do it when I tried. I know when I tried it.
Power through it.
Nah, never mind. I'm good. But I'll give it another try.
I think Nas's story about his divorce is better than what Jay-Z was talking about with him and Beyonce and all that stuff. Like the way the beat he chose, that sample, and the way he explained, dude, Life is Good is dope, man. I put Life is Good up there as his top 3, one of his top 3 albums, best albums.
Yeah.
Life is Good is up there.
I got it queued up for tomorrow. I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's on my radar for my next.
I gotta re-listen now.
Let me see the line.
I think I missed something because I know we listened to that album on the way up to upstate New York. That was the longest ride of my life. Anyway, and yeah, it has some moments, but I never went back to it.
Hey.
That's what I remember, like trying and couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I finished it, but I think that was just because I was driving, and you know, it's easier to continue driving than to change albums. But again,
never tried this because y'all say so. Another listen.
I've been harsh about Nas since nothing came close to iLLmatic for me. So I've never been fair in how I judge his work. since that album, because that album is one of my all-time favorite albums.
But he's had amazing songs since that album.
Yeah. I like the second album a lot.
I Gave You Power was my shit.
Woo, it was written, yeah.
But I'm an album person. Like, I need albums. I don't give a fuck about your singles. I don't care about songs. Give me an album.
I think that's why Nas sits where he sits for me. I think that's why Nas sits where he sits for me, is because I can't enjoy a Nas album. Stillmatic, I enjoyed Stillmatic for the most part.
I'm realizing I didn't listen to a lot of his albums, yo. Like, y'all name an album title, I'm like, damn, I missed that one too.
I got a question. Where do y'all think King's Disease, the first one, ranks on his discography then? Because I think King's Disease 1 was the better album of the King's
Somebody
Disease.
finally with me on that one. I thought there was a better one. I said that was the one. I didn't like 2 or Magic. I didn't like either one of those.
Yeah, me neither.
Really?
I mean, they had their moments. They had their moments, but you know, that King's Disease 1, he came out like the way he needed to.
Yeah.
And it was fresh. I feel like the other ones was the leftovers from 1.
I feel like I gotta plead the 5th on this one.
Really?
I think
Gonna plead the 5th on this word?
I think King's Disease, the first one, reinvented him and brought him back out, you know, far as like he's in that middle now. He's in the middle of his 90s hip hop crowd, and then and then like the newer, you know, so the younger crowd, you know what I'm saying? So I think King's Disease reinvented him. It's a decent album. I ain't gonna say I didn't like King's Disease. I think it was a little he had too much little trap in it for me, you know what I'm saying? But I like King's Disease 2 better than King's Disease 1.
Too much trap in a Nas song, in a Nas album. Wow, okay, I hear you though. Beat wise.
I think what's his name? The producer? What's the producer's name?
Hit Boy.
Hit Boy. I love Hit Boy's production work.
Me too.
I love Nas as a lyricist. I feel like they don't have any chemistry.
What?
No,
King's Disease was beautiful, man. I love that. I was like, yo, this is a new Nas. Actually, that's probably the next album that I could closest one that I could almost listen to all the way through.
King's Disease, the first one?
Yeah. I think I could almost made it through that one pretty well, man. But again, it was the production. Again, Hit Boy's production was carrying me through most of that.
Yeah, Hit Boy.
And I was impressed with Nas being able to keep up. Like he tried to experiment and play with his cadences a couple times. I gave credit for that.
I just didn't like some of the features he had on it, man. Like, I'm not. Go ahead, kill me, man. I'm not a Lil Durk fan, man. And when he was on that song, the song he had with him on there, man. Lil Durk he threw me off, man. He threw me off with that. Like, come on, man. Like, Nas on that spitting, did he come on with that? I don't know, man. It just threw me off, man. I wish he would have got like Black Thought or somebody on there.
Okay, show of hands, how many fuck with Lil Durk?
I don't even know who Lil Durk is.
I don't know any of his names.
That's a little disrespectful, but
no hands up for Lil Durk. Nobody.
I literally don't know who he is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's a lot. There's a lot of MCs that you bring up the names, and I'm just like I didn't know who the baby was for a long time until there was controversy attached to him.
This man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch videos. Like, I'm just like.
I can see that. Because I don't know a lot of people either. But I don't know. Okay.
I just kind of skimmed through both of those King Disease joints. I got to go with 2.
Okay.
I think 2 goes to the hip hop heads more, but for the people who listen for a more eclectic sound or more diverse sound, I think King's Disease, because you see Nas experiment, and I think part of the excitement about that is seeing Nas experiment and do something different successfully.
Here's the funny thing. I have more memories of listening to King's Disease 1 though. Like, I remember this probably sound foreign as hell, but remember you called me one day, Alex. I was out on the mountain bike trail breathing heavy as hell. I remember I was listening to King's Disease 1. So I listened to it multiple times. So I can't front like I didn't listen to it.
So you know
I like just skimming through it just now. I'm like, I don't remember none of these.
Now, King Disease got some joints on, got some Johns on there. Like
I'm not saying it doesn't.
The intro.
I just like skimming through it just now. I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't remember that. And I know I listened to it like several times.
The intro, the Car 85.
85 is one that's not for me.
That's I ain't know for that's fire right there.
That was stuck in my head for that whole for at least a month. Man, she heard
before we get too far in this though. Is Lil Durk somebody I need to check out?
No.
No, you straight.
Yeah, you ain't. I mean,
I don't even know him, and I'm telling you no. I could be wrong in two left shoes, but
I just feel like I feel like when I said I didn't know who he was, everybody was like, "Oh, word!" Like,
not everybody.
I'm gonna be in the studio.
Well, hold on, I want to hear Demon's word on that.
You know what killed me for Lil Durk, for me liking Lil Durk so much is my students. My students listen to Lil Durk so much, and when they in my classroom and they rapping the stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like my students got no filter, man. So they all up in there, fuck you up in the mouth, bitch. Bitch, I suck your dick. Like they just, I'm like, dude, you in school, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait, but that right there, that's part of why I can't really rock with Durk like that, you know, because his music and the people like him and with his whole genre is why the kids act like that, you know, in my opinion. That's why I really can't rock with it. I like some of the songs. I vibe with it sometimes, but I can't, you know, that violence and what he talking about, I know there's real lies behind it. So
was that a real like verse from him though? Like, did you actually quote him directly?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Yo, tell me you made that up on the fly.
No, he say stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you up in the mouth, bitch. What's that song? Swervo. He say some shit.
That's her though.
That's her.
I like her. Still her. I like her.
That's her. Oh, I thought that was Durk. My bad. Okay, I'm getting my people mixed up.
Oh, shit. Wait, there's another artist that did that. Yo, I'm too high for this.
Shit.
But Durk, if you want to hear, if you want to hear Lil Durk, he on that Nas song.
I think I'm good.
He on that Nas song. What's the song called? He used that sample we use. She with old boy that's talking about the kids.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. I remember that sample.
Yeah, he used that sample. I can't remember the name of the sample though, but he on that. It's hey. What's it called?
Look, I appreciate that you're trying to look out for
one.
Hey, the better song though, Durk did a better verse.
So the war is won.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Durk did a better verse on Kanye album though. Durk verse on Kanye album was very good. That was a good verse. I ain't gonna lie.
There you go.
You heard the re-release or you heard Donda 2?
I did. I happen to hear it. Well, no, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't hear it, but I have it.
You talking about the one that's on the little pod thing?
Yeah, I got the stem player, so I have it, but I ain't listened to it yet.
Man, you better put that boy back on eBay. Them miles going for like 2 G's, man.
Hold on.
Say less.
Go ahead, look it up.
Hold on to that
for like 2K.
Say less. I'll have me another one in 24 hours.
I wish I would have bought that shit, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You might need to. Never mind. I ain't gonna sell my mood out.
I wish I would have bought it, man. I would have put that boy right back on eBay. Like, yep, here you go.
And I ain't gonna hit y'all in the head with no OTF and all that little dirt stuff. So I give y'all it's a pass at this point, you know.
Yeah, yo,
I ain't gonna hit y'all in the head with it. So it's too much homework. It's too much. Yeah.
I already said I'm gonna listen to Life is Good. I'm gonna listen to Life is Good.
I'll give it another spin.
Don't give me no Durk homework, please.
I guarantee y'all change y'all mind when y'all listen to Life is Good, man.
I know I won't, but I'm gonna listen to it again.
We don't think Life is Good is better than 444?
Do I think so?
You think we gonna change our mind on that?
I think y'all gonna give it a little more respect than what y'all saying right now.
Okay.
I haven't heard it, so 444 is my default.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
I think y'all gonna say it's gonna be neck to neck. I don't think y'all gonna say 444 better.
I think that's a stretch, at least for me, yo.
Like, look, I'm just being honest. If Alex is wrong, it just means he's paying for dinner when everybody gets together.
All I'm with it. It's
First
recorded.
round on you.
It's on record. I got you.
Hey man, I'm gonna be real hungry.
Yeah, he ain't say where we was getting dinner from.
Right.
They got
You going to Ruth's Chris, yo?
They still got what's your boy
Who said Ruth's Chris?
Ruth's Chris got White Castle out in Chicago, yo.
Bro. Oh man.
Now we're gonna go to one of those real richy spots where they give you about this much food on your plate, so we gotta keep ordering plates over and over again.
Man, we went
$500 a plate. Yeah, we going in.
Yo, not to go off subject, but talking about food in New York. Did y'all know if you go to one of them like expensive restaurants and they give you your bill and you tell them that you can't afford the bill, it's a law in New York saying that they can't arrest you. They can't do anything to you. They can just all they do is like write your name down or take a picture and say you can't come back. But you fool, you done took pictures and videos of your food and everything, and all you gotta do, they just tell you to get out their restaurant, don't come back.
Wow.
I'm about to be a foodie in New York for a minute.
I didn't know how you found out.
So for August, right? Instead of Hampton Roads, New York sounds like a good spot.
We on the same page. We on the same page.
Wow. How'd you find that out, man?
Our tour guide was telling us about that.
Wow.
He was like, it was so many people that was just taking pictures and videos of their food, and they said they was all full and everything, and they just tell the waiter and the manager like, we can't afford it. And he said the manager be pissed off, you know what I'm saying, but there's nothing they could do. But he was like, New York gets so much business, you know what I'm saying, it really didn't affect them too much, but they passed that law out there. And me and my wife were like, need to go ahead and try that, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta do a foodie weekend.
He was probably trying to set y'all up, yo. He might get a commission for any people he get locked up.
That's how they reenact slavery, see? That's how they bring it back.
Listen, bro, we got two from Chicago. They don't know any better. Over.
He asked us to take him to Stapleton.
Yeah.
He asked to take him. Hey man, yeah, that's dope, man. That was crazy.
Hey man, it's 420 though, man.
What y'all think about Nas and Kanye joint though? I mean, I'm gonna try to get a barometer of what y'all think of that. What you would think.
I love the Nas and Pusha T and Kanye joint, the 7-song joint from that better than the Nas one. I say that.
No, what you talking about?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
You ain't hear it?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I press play and I cut that shit off.
Wow.
That's all I need to know.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember anything from it except the cop shot the kid. And I
remember the
hell out of it. Yeah, but that was a single, and they pushed the hell out of that album. Huh?
That's a song from that album.
Yeah. The whole song. Kanye was on that run and doing all 7-song albums. He did a 7-song album for him, one for Tiana, one for Pusha T, one for Nas, and I think that was it. And they were all supposed to come out like 4 weeks apart or something like that, 4 months apart.
Sorry. Edit that out. I said it was garbage. I didn't mean that. It was not my cup of tea.
Man, you got a problem, man. Come on, man.
I think now it's like the challenge where Jay he stays in his groove. Nas is willing to be uncomfortable.
What?
On his albums.
I disagree with you on that one, bro.
Okay.
I just think Jay-Z naturally makes you feel like he believes he's comfortable in everything, even when he's not. Like, you can't go from Reasonable Doubt to that joint with the Bun B and Pimp C to Hard Knock Life. Like, all that, to me, that's versatility.
Yeah,
I agree.
Right.
Oh,
that's versatility. That's why it's the flow of versatility, though. You know what I'm saying? It's consistently staying in that flow. Where I think Nas goes against the grain, because that was a tough listen. That Kanye shit, King Disease 2 is a tough listen. But
really,
I still like it though, because of what the effort he puts into it.
I might be partial because Lauryn Hill's on there too. So because as I'm thinking about it, that is really the only song I listen to.
That's classic.
Yeah,
did y'all hear the J Love that he did? The J Love and Nas album? Like 2000?
Nah.
Okay. All right.
J Love and Nas?
Just checking, huh?
What did he say? I thought you said J-Lo and Nas. What did you say?
J-Love.
What's it called?
I think called Lost Tapes.
Oh, that
Lost
Tapes. Yeah, now that's dope. The dude,
that's dope.
The rags and back fitted hats, locals and furs. What?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But see, Jay don't have nothing like that to me. He don't have a Lost Tapes or anything like understubbly. Whereas Nas, you can still find some classics like, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
I think Jay is way more strategic in his content releases. Like, you know, Jay sees Jay's a dope MC that understands the business. Nas is a dope MC that comes across as being more interested in MCing than the business sometimes.
But didn't Jay do the joint with produced by Green Lantern that you had to get the sneakers for, or know somebody that had the sneakers to get the album?
Oh, the old S. Dot joints.
That Magna Carta.
I don't know anything about the sneakers because I'm not a sneakerhead like that. So I just remember there was an album that was exclusively about those sneakers or some shit. Yeah, it was a dope album.
I never heard that.
I ain't heard that either.
He also had a joint he released with Samsung, so you bought a.
That's that Magna Carta.
Yeah.
That shit was trash.
That
was
whoa.
Yeah, you what?
I like that.
Holy Grail, Magna Carta.
I
thought Magna Carta was alright, yo.
I like that.
He had 3 songs on there. He had the
Holy Grail was good. Better be like, oh my God.
Oh, Holy Grail. Okay.
He had the fuck up the world. He had the fuck with me, you know I got it. He had a lot of shit on there. He had
joints on there.
That shit was hard.
Joints on there.
So what's your bar for what determines whether or not something is a good album to you, Reese?
I prefer to say it's gotta be, you know, over half of it is listenable. Like I would go back to over half of it. That's a good album. If I don't go back to over half of it, I don't like it. Like it's not that good. It's cool.
Okay.
You're a lot more generous than I am.
Yeah, I be trying to be, cause you know, not everything for me. So and it's a lot of songs on. Well, it depends on how many songs on the project. So I'm talking about like 70% of it gotta be like good. You know,
right,
like if it's 10 songs, 7 of them gotta be good.
Right. Okay. So we're probably about the same.
Yeah.
I might just be a little tiny bit more harsh, but we're pretty close there.
Like I couldn't even really think Yeezus was good by Kanye because I didn't go back. I couldn't go back to none of that.
I never finished that album.
Yeezus is trash. Except for one song, Bound 2. That's the only song I listened to.
Bound 2 was good.
Yo, how do you remember all these songs off of all these albums? Gosh,
he's a super fan, yo.
Like you want to do stuff like
On Sight was decent. The Black Skinheads was decent.
Black Skin, woo,
and New Slaves was decent. So it had a few, but it wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Blood on the Leaves. That's Bound 2 and Blood on the Leaves. I like them.
I don't remember any of those.
Now you talking about a few more. I'm thinking.
The title is dope. Blood on the Leaves.
Yeah, that's them the only 2 songs I listened on that album. The rest of that shit, I was like, I'm a huge Kanye fan, and when he dropped that, man, I had to
disown to be a Kanye fan.
Did we ever talk about what the documentary did as far as changing our perception or not of him?
We didn't. I would like to hear your opinions though. Like what it did. Oh shit, and Q's perspective on that mixed in with the
man. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it alone, yo. Let Kanye have his flowers, yo. Even though he orchestrated them bitches himself, he actually placed the order, wrote his name on them and the address, and sent them to himself in your name.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was well done. I thought it kind of it almost followed the story arc of how I feel about him overall though. Like early on I was like, yo,
documentary.
I really did like this dude. And then at the end I'm like, yeah, he's really an asshole. Like, and I get it. Like you have to be that pompous sometimes to get there. But I don't, like I'm definitely more back on the if you strip away all the stuff that I think is maybe overly done, I like him still. But musically, he's kind of lost me. But the documentary definitely made me look at him more like I used to years and years ago, as opposed to how I have over the past decade.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
And you were actually the reason I watched it, Alex, because you was going hard for it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But yeah,
because it was getting me hyped, dude. Like especially that beginning and just seeing his drive. You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, like it was inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Yes, but like you said, I was at the point like when he made what was it, Life of Pablo and Yeezus and all that stuff, I started just writing them off like, all right, this nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just wasn't listening to anything he had to say every time he spoke. You know what I'm saying? But after watching the documentary, like you really dive deep into his life and you get to see like what exactly he really went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people lose their moms. That's like a heavy thing. I mean, any parent, you know what I'm saying? But when you actually see when you see their relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like how they was to each other, it put a whole new, like, I felt bad for the stuff I was saying about Kanye, man. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Well, it definitely, it helps you remember that he's human.
Yeah.
I will say that. But yeah, like to me, he continually exhibited his propensity to make you a person for a season until your usefulness for him ran out, and then you were just like every other person. That piece I kind of struggle with a bit, but
you know,
I've always said losing his mom kind of was more than he really knew how to deal with. But kind of seeing it really put that in perspective for me. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was well done, and like I said, it definitely put me more back on his side than I probably was before it came out.
Let me ask you this though: what do you think would have happened if you didn't watch it though?
If I didn't watch it,
right?
I don't think anything would have happened. Like, I mean, as far as my feelings towards him, or I had already started to come around to the fact that I think he wanted to be bigger than life, but he also wanted to be not as big as he was, it seemed like sometimes. Like, you can't go into the Kardashian family and then try to dictate the way that the show takes place. Like, you knew what it was going into that. I respect the hell out of him for saying he doesn't want his kids exposed to that and trying to protect them in that regard. I respect that. But I mean, that's arguably where their fame came from. You know, the Pop was the lawyer during the OJ joint, but they really ain't Pop till Kim, and then they just kind of took that and kept parlaying it into more and more fame.
But I asked you that because even the title is keeping people from watching it. What's it called? Genius? Genius?
Genius. Yeah, genius.
It's still in your face. Genius. That's what, like he said, you know what I'm saying? He felt bad about some of the things he felt about him. It's still, it's like a process for the person watching to be like, oh, I didn't know that happened prior to it. And then now that you have all these clues, does that change your perception of what the whole shit is? Not just like college dropout or, you know what I'm saying?
Before I answer that, I'm gonna give you some credit too, because I remember you going hard for the Donda joint and the Digest chat.
Oh, yeah.
Like you was in that joint on some solo, like gunshot, Kanye still, gunshot, I'm like, the mind is taking it. But
I took all the shots. So And months later, King Killer, what do you say? Months later, see what I'm saying?
He was feeling it, yeah.
Right. He don't hit you with the whole Lavender wreck. It's gonna be a classic off the top. It kind of like sits with you. You got to go back to it or something like that. But that's why I asked you that, because even the title kind of kept me from watching it too. I'm like Genius, or you know.
But I could, in a very strange way, I do think he's genius.
Yeah.
I can see his genius. It's not.
Wait. What about the part when he was in the room with Jay-Z and Jay said, "Closed mouth don't get fed." No, exactly. All the niggas in there sitting around, and Ye was still like, "Shit, I'm on it."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That determination, that look in his eye, boy, it was something to like. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I saw it.
And that goes back to what I was saying about the people that ascend to those levels. Like, you have to have a certain amount of asshole in you to do those things. You don't just become Michael Jordan. Like you got to be cutthroat. You don't just become Kobe Bryant. You like those like and Jay-Z has it, Nas has it. They just may not be as blatant with it, but I'm sure they both have that. And Jay-Z just is a much better at kind of masking his.
But who you know, you on the radio, he came outside to find out his homie had a diss song already loaded up for him.
That's crazy.
Woo! That's shit.
Boy, that Chicago like the motherfucker on your boy. It's like, man.
I remember that too. Yeah. I remember that.
But that's wild, man. Like,
yeah, it's like the number of shots that he took. It's just like, man, like even when he was in there trying to make people listen, they acting like robots. They don't even hear the music bumping, and the disrespect that people. That Chicago got a lot of disrespect. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
Even on the BET Awards, Twister mic shut off. It's real shit. I watched this shit from afar. It take an asshole from Chicago to kind of like kick the door in for us. Like he had all that shit on his back. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Donda is like he bring it all back. That's a whole nother shit. But when he was starting out, he definitely had that shit on his back. Like. We all was with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
I was a big Kanye fan. Like, I'm actually a Chicago MC fan. I love Chicago MCs.
I just want to say one thing, and this is the only thing I'm going to say about this topic because I don't really speak about Kanye. That like everybody likes talking about that part where he was in the label or whatever, and nobody would listen to him, like they were ignoring him or whatever. Do some research on how that scene actually went down. That's all I'm gonna say on it.
I mean, I know how that scene went down for real. Like, I get it. Like, it wasn't the first time they heard them songs or whatever, but they, you could kind of see that I heard this already energy maybe, or the overlooking somebody energy, but a song like that shouldn't get that, but it's because of who he was at the time, and that's the importance of showing that, I believe.
But I think even bigger than that, though, to make that seem like it wasn't common is probably the biggest farce in all of that to me. That wasn't Kanye specific. I can name you I bet you Tribe got a similar story. I bet you Jay got a similar story.
All I'm saying is he was already signed to the label, and they had done that take 10 times. So this was the 10th time while they had work to do. You know what I'm saying? They had heard this song to get a specific take.
I see what you're saying.
But we don't know what them other takes was like. What if it was the same thing every time? This was just the most appropriate one to send out to the world. You know what I'm saying?
But I think what Q's saying is if it was staged, is it really like, at some point it's just theatrics. I don't know. I don't know the story. I'm not saying I do, but
there were people in the video that actually spoke up about how the whole filming of that went down. Okay. Like Kanye or whoever was filming this had some say in how they got their takes throughout the entirety of this thing.
Yeah, I mean, they knew they were capturing footage for a future documentary at some point in time. You gotta but to hear it is one thing if that was kind of just a natural reaction. There's another thing if it happened like 8-9 times, and then you like the 10th time. All right, this is the one we want.
Right.
And you stop the cameras and you give them the great job, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like watching a movie based on a true story, not is a true story. So even I got that fact, that's a little nugget, that's a chicken nugget. All right, I'll take it. But still, that moment, I still get to use that moment as motivation. Okay, that's on the other end. It's kind of like when Tobias said he was on a ferry. The ferry only take 20 minutes. How they doing all this shit on the Wu-Tang? It's kind of like, it's still going to take away what we learned happened on the ferry. They had to wrap it up. That conversation probably took back and forth on the ferry, and they wrapped it up in that. So it's based on a true story. I'll take it. That's still cool.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely did more to help get me back into the. I really did like this dude a lot than it did. Like, yep, now I understand why I don't like him anymore. Like, I didn't have a problem. I thought it was well done, and overall I wish him mental health, wellness, and then just continued success.
That's the only thing that I have to say about him is he needs to stop being surrounded by yes men and get the help that he needs.
Fully agree.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think for me, after watching that, because I was so into Kanye the person and the stuff that he was saying, so it was making me forget about the music that he's done. You know what I'm saying? So when I was watching the documentary, it reminded me of what this nigga done, dude. Like, like, it's honestly true. Like, when he says, you know what I'm saying, that you need multiple people to versus him, like, you definitely do. I think far as like the MC side, he'll get whoever, like, he's not he a good MC, you know what I'm saying? Like, I won't say him, like, I won't put him as an elite MC, but far as like producing and the songs he's done with collabs with everybody all over, dude, like, that's genius, man. Like, he almost like R. Kelly genius in music, you know what I'm saying?
He better than R. Kelly.
Yeah, I get R. Kelly. I get more R. Kelly. Yeah,
he better than R. Kelly.
Cause look at all the people he done made music with, man. He got so many hits with so many people. It's crazy, man.
And had Kim Kardashian. What?
And Amber Rose. And who knows who else?
Bro, come on now. That's a lot to do. You know what I'm saying?
So are they on the same level as Madonna?
I just want to say, I caught myself and I did not say what was coming to mind. And I'm going to reward myself for.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Kanye got College Dropout is a classic to me. Late Registration is classic to me. Graduation wasn't. My Dark Twisted Fantasy was a classic to me. I think that's probably it for me.
Yo, so to back up a step.
We're in sync though. I agree with you, Spice. You call it just like I call it.
I rock with the first two. After that, whatever. But so where as far as MCs go, you said he's not an elite level MC. Where would you consider him? Is he mid-pack? Is he in the top 20%?
That's a good question.
Good question.
If we were doing like top 50, if we were doing like top 50, he would be like in the bottom.
What?
Would he be in your top 50 though?
He was at the bottom. What?
Yo. After watching this joint and seeing, after seeing his original rhymes on there, I put him a lot. I respect his pen a whole lot more after hearing his early rhymes, because it let me know that he could really rhyme. Like, they let me know he's writing more of his rhymes than I've been giving him credit for over the past few years.
So the only reason why I say I was a little harsh with the bottom 50, but the only reason why I say
the bottom 50.
he could rap, but I just know College Dropout and Late Registration wasn't him. College Dropout was Rhyme Fest and Consequence. Late Registration was Rhyme Fest and Consequence. And then Graduation is when he started penning his own pen. And then my Dark Twisted Fantasy, to me, was his best lyrical album. You know what I'm saying? I still think he had help with some of the Wu-Tang niggas in that one. Because RZA was all over that album. You know what I'm saying?
So we're saying Rhyme Fest and Consequence wrote the majority of those first two albums?
Yes. You can hear
I don't know. I'm asking an honest question. I don't know.
I didn't know. Wait. You telling me that Kanye was rapping lyrics in the documentary, like with the niggas around him, there was other people's shit? That's what you telling me?
When he was rapping those college dropout lyrics, who you saw in that room?
That's right.
I mean,
Rhyme Fest was in there.
That's right.
You know what?
I don't speak on these things.
That's really interesting. Actually, that's actually a very interesting point because you know what I have been saying. Kanye is like Dr. Dre, and you know Dre ain't writing damn near anything. So I never did sit there and consider that Ye maybe having people write for him, and we just not considering that. So that is interesting, an interesting thought for me to add. I gotta consider that.
And let me say this. It's not to slight Kanye's rapping ability. Kanye could rap, but if we talking about like MCs, like people who write their own stuff and could rap, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't put him at the top elite because
you can't be in a top 50 conversation if you don't write your own rhymes, in my opinion.
That's tough.
That's true.
Like you get ejected from the conversation, in my opinion. You can be a top 50 performer, but you can't be a top 50 MC.
A lot of them niggas gotta go who people say is in there if that's the case.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas
I'm with that.
But listen to like some Rhyme Fest songs, and then listen to College Dropout and Late Registration. And
I
then
thought everybody already knew that.
Don't do this.
Listen to Graduation.
Man. Don't do this to me, man.
You go hear
I thought everybody already knew that though.
You're right. We did know that. Real niggas knew that. Real niggas knew that.
I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with that bottom 50 now. I gotta agree with you. I'm with you now.
Yeah, I gotta respect it.
Yeah, but I agree with that.
That Rhyme Fest's own album, he said he was a Grammy winner for Jesus Walks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Rhyme Fest wasn't like it wasn't a secret. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was. But you can forget that.
I just thought they were crew.
I can easily forget that.
Right? Why are we talking like that? Like, okay, yeah. So I agree with that.
But see, this is my thing on Kanye though, because y'all talking about the documentary. Like Kanye has a very special place in my heart because like he's the reason I even got into music with Graduation coming out. So like,
wow, dope fucking album. That album was amazing.
Yeah, definitely. That Kanye got a special place in my heart too, man. Like, dude, I specifically remember the day I had what I had. I had a 1996 Saturn, gold Saturn, bro. I'm listening to WGCI, and I remember when that same exact part on the documentary, they was like, we got a new producer rapper coming out. This is his new song, Through the Wire. I remember that day when they said that on WGCI, and I was like, who the hell is this? Like, this dude is cold. And that's when I started trying to look up all the Kanye underground mixtape stuff, like even the song, I'm Coming Home Again. That wasn't the original song. The original song was, he had a different beat with that, and he had, John Legend on there.
Yeah, I thought so. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that. I knew that. I know that. Forgot that. Yeah.
I had all the underground Kanye. Dude, I was like one of the biggest Kanye fans, man. Like,
Late Registration was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that documentary though, it was great to see. Like I had heard somebody else say it summed it up very well. It felt like it was footage that we weren't supposed to see. You know what I'm saying? And it was it felt like a blessing to see it because me as a creative, it really tied into where I feel like I'm at in my career and where I feel like I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting comparisons to Kanye my whole life. So it's crazy to like see that and I'm like, damn, I'm doing the same stuff he doing. And I know a lot of creators going through that same thing watching it. You know, they like, dang, I'm going through the same thing. So it humanized him to the point where he, you know, him saying this, I am a guy, you know, once he said that, he disconnected with a lot of people. But I feel like this rehumanized him with a lot of people because we see why he's saying that. You gotta have that God level confidence to be a Kanye.
Well said. Yeah. Wow.
I will say we don't consider all that it takes to do what he does, and that he's already a broken person to begin with, dealing with all that. So he does catch it kind of hard. You know, for flipping the fuck out. But I mean, shit, I'm surprised he's still fucking alive doing the shit he's doing, man. And he's doing some amazing shit. I don't take anything against what he's doing. I mean, all the music may not speak to me that he makes nowadays, but the fact that he's exploring and that he's finding audiences and building audiences around sounds and just creative ideas, maybe not even the sounds of the music itself, is impressive to me. So I give genius to that, and I give credit to him for genius for that. And I just like watching like how his mind works and how he can actually execute some plans. That's just interesting to watch.
Very, yes. Way to bring it back home. Very well said. Yeah. Right. Without the harsh judgment of anything, and just accepting it for what it was.
Yeah. I mean, overall, he's a dope dude. He's just like all of us, man. We all fucked up in some way. His shit is under a microscope, and we all get to see that shit. And he don't get to explain all of it to everybody, and he shouldn't have to. Nobody should have to explain all that shit.
Yeah. I just Googled that, yo. I think I'm a little hurt, man. I missed the last 5 minutes what y'all was talking about. I was trying to poke holes in Tobias' theory, yo. I'm a little upset now, man.
Damn.
Yeah. What happened?
Nah, I was just Googling what Rhyme Fest actually wrote for Kanye.
Oh yeah.
What came up?
Man, he said he wrote on almost every album except for 808s and Heartbreaks.
I told you.
But
I believe that.
Are you saying he wrote? He's saying co-wrote though. He's not saying like.
So I had a Prince be writing for Kanye. You know, it's known Kanye writers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I just wanted to believe Kanye.
The whole industry flew out to work with him. They wasn't just features.
Co-writing can mean a great many things, but
I know, man. Listen, man. Let's stop trying to poke holes in how I want to view this thing. Let's leave well enough alone, okay?
All right, my bad.
That's specifically why I mentioned that I didn't know he had those rhymes that powerful that early on in his career. Like I knew other people have been writing his rhymes for all these years, but maybe not college dropout late registration, but I didn't know his rhymes were like actually dope before he got on. But if those are Rhyme Fest rhymes or someone else's rhymes that I'm giving him credit for now too, it's just like it does kind of take a little bit more shine off that I gave him extra after watching Genius.
Yeah.
I still gotta put him kind of up high though. In my top 50, he at least like over 40, like 30 some at the lowest, like because I feel like he up there. I feel like he can rap for real. He be saying something he rap too.
In his defense, Rhyme Fest said he gave him Jesus Walk, but he knows Kanye would deliver it way better than he could have at that time. That's got to say something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Love him with that awkward ass flow and awkward voice at that time. There's something got to be said to that. He got to get some credit for that. He definitely went against the grain, and to grab that much of an audience by going against the grain with real hip hop beats at the time that's impressive as shit.
Come on, Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought Ye's voice was kind of dope.
I thought he had a dope voice too. I think that to me that's what it was.
It didn't seem weird to y'all.
It was distinctive, but it was almost like Sadat. Whereas when you heard it, you knew it was Kanye. It wasn't like who is that? Oh, all right. It was like that's Sadat. That's Kanye.
And Kanye was funny. He was funny with it. You know what I'm saying?
He's funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's not weird in a way that I'm saying is bad. It's just like you wouldn't expect the whole world to be attracted to somebody talking like that over beats. It's how I felt. Maybe it's just me. I loved it, but I didn't expect the rest of the world to love it with me.
You're right. I think it connect because Kanye got the realness. That's what connect the most with people. I think about Kanye. Kanye come with that realness every time.
Actually, we keep finding ways to say he's not as real as we think he.
But that's the thing. He can deliver realness. Like he got passion in his voice.
So can Donald Trump. That doesn't make him real.
And when the songs I don't like from Kanye is the songs where I hear that it's a lack of passion because he just trying something. Because he do a lot of music and he put out a lot of music that he just trying to sound because he want to stay current and be a part of the culture. But I feel like when you can really hear and feel what he's saying, it don't matter who wrote it, and that's why he what he is. I mean, that's what everybody with these damn writers.
Yeah, I mean, and, you know, if we think about everything except for hip hop, that's accepted. You know, just almost an industry standard.
It's accepted now.
Remember which conversations we're having.
Well, it depends on who you're talking to, whether it's accepted now or not. I don't know that I accept it yet, but
I'm gonna say it depends on the person, but it's accepted widely. The biggest rap, Cardi B got a Grammy, Joe, over some good ass albums, and she ain't write that shit. So, like,
that's true.
Cardi B is a whole nother atmosphere, man.
Yeah, that Cardi B first album, shit, she snapped. Cardi snapped.
Martin said Fontaine snapped, money.
I just say this about Cardi B. I respect where she at. I give her a clap and applause. She making her money. She famous. She rich, but she still whack to me. I'm sorry. Like, I saw a whole YouTube video of
I just want to say I disagree. Sorry, sir.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. But look, I saw a whole YouTube video about how she bought, like, all her songs are like bought reference tracks from somebody else that made, and she just used her voice and redid it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
That fall into the whole character though, hey.
That's genius.
Right.
She was
I would say this. She has parlayed a real love and hip hop presence into arguably the best career out of any of those people.
But here's the thing
I
that
respect it.
Too many people overlook about her, yo. How many people where she is has actually taken the time to try and educate people on politics and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, she comes with some actual, like, it might be spoken in you know, ways that you wouldn't imagine that issues are brought up, but it's where people can relate that would otherwise just write that shit up. Like, I don't give a fuck, that shit don't affect me. But she makes it so you actually pay attention. You know what I'm saying? It might not be in her music, but she uses her platform to do it. You watch her social media shit, whatever. Like, there are memes about her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a person that don't even fuck with social media like that, and I know about her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter comes to me with like a video like this, Cardi B, blah, blah, blah. And she don't even listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot. Like, for me, that gives her points in my book. Like, do I listen to her music? No. Will I listen to her music? No. But I like what she's doing with it.
There you go. This is about what she represents. She represents that chick that was your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like a real girl that was a friend, not like your girlfriend. She represents that. So I bump her first album. It is Grammy worthy. She's very Grammy worthy.
I got it
as an artist, as an MC. It's
Yeah.
like the versatility that they have sometimes, like I think with Joey Badass or even Jay-Z, they have like that Jamaican background, whereas Nas is straight American, African, bro. You know what I'm saying? They have that tongue, that dialect, and she has that dialect, and those rhymes probably couldn't nobody spit those rhymes the way she could. That's the same way with Kanye. I mean, he went to school to be theatrical, so he has an advantage. Like, I got a homie I got a song from one of my homies that ain't gonna never rap. Wrote that shit when he was locked up and all that shit. D, you gotta do this song. I got it. Will it ever come out? I don't know. But even will I be number 69 because I got a song from that dude? But I think that's a part of the hip hop, is being able to be a fixture as well as a writer, a producer, a community. You are a community, so people writing, the community writing for you.
Yo,
is right.
new rumor tomorrow.
I
I'm letting y'all in now. I'm letting y'all in on the scoop right now, yo. The new rumor tomorrow. She ghost wrote Kill Billy. Watch.
She gonna what? She goes for Kill Billy.
I'm gonna have some writing credits on Kill Bill. Watch.
I was there, so I could testify for who.
Hey, bro,
literally wrote it.
I just got him saying his homie sent him something. Yeah, I'm about to parlay this joint, yo.
But you know who get writing credit? You know, Kathleen get writing credit because she came up with it. We used to sit right here on this couch and she's like, you should attack him like this, Billy this. I'm like, wow, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I had that idea before they dropped the beat. She told me that before they dropped the beat, and they dropped that beat. And I'm like, So she will get credit. She does get credit for that. She played it on Easter in front of the family. So she does get credit for that. So you know what I'm saying?
Wherever that motivation came from, dog, salute. Because that thing had me like, yo, I was listening to that shit like a song.
Exactly.
That shit got major replay, bro.
I was listening to that joint like a song, yo.
That's why I was like, damn, the mind coming with like this?
Look, when he told me it was time for the Bill Clinton battle, I'm like, we gotta come with it. I heard you was coming with some shit. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I almost voted for Billy just in case I might have to see the mind. Yeah, I try.
Don't do that now.
Don't run from it. Don't run from it.
I'm calling. If that's it, I'm calling it sick, yo. Fuck that. I got enough W's on my belt. Y'all gonna have to wonder if I could have beat him or not.
It was just the way the stars lined up. It's just the way it lined up. You know what I'm saying? So
but you got that off, man.
He pulled the Peter Parker in prison with the Kingpin shit. Like I've been pulling my punches.
Right.
That was definitely dope.
Peace. It's your boy, the most fabulous T-Bear 183, coming back at you with that replay value. Talking about joints, I'm talking about albums that stayed in rotation, or stuff that used to be in rotation and got to come back to. And I say that for a reason. So, to talk about this album, I'm getting ready to talk about, I kind of got to give you a quick and dirty lesson on digging. And everybody don't dig the same way, but a classic dig for myself, whether it's, checking for records, whether it's digging in the bins, in the CD racks, looking for CDs, tapes, or whatever. For the most part, I go in, they say, can I help you find something you looking for? I'm not looking for anything, and I'm looking for everything all at the same time. So what does that mean? That means I usually start at A, and I keep flipping through everything until I hit Z, or gone through all the numbers, depending on how they organized it. So sometimes you don't know when stuff is dropping. This is back when things dropped on Tuesdays, and you don't know what stuff is. Sometimes you gotta try it. This was what everybody didn't have listening stations. Yes, there were listening stations back in the day. You go to Tower Records or whatever. It was a whole little kiosk, man. It had albums, CDs in it. You can just click one and go through the tracks and listen to it. Try before you buy. But anyway, this one wasn't the case for one of these. And I don't remember what shop I was in when I picked this up. But I took a gamble and I won big. So what am I talking about? The Grassroots, Passage Through Time. Boom. This joint here, let me tell you. First of all, this is Canada. This is Toronto. Toronto, stand up. You ain't even know cats was rhyming in Toronto. I mean, we didn't even know they had black folks in Toronto. How about that? How about that? This is before that other dude got famous. This is still Where am I at? Is this the late 90s, early 2000s? I'm trying to see if I gotta see a copyright in here. I'm gonna call it late 90s, like 99, 98, 99 when I found this joint. But man, introduced me to some cats that I never even knew was out there. So who's on this album? First of all, I think the Grassroots is the producers, I believe. Man, RC introduced me to RC. I got 12-inch RC over there somewhere. Choclair, Cardinal Official. Is he on this one? I don't know if Cardinal Official was on this one, but I found out about him somewhere around that same time. You know, Socrates. Man, it's some joints on here. Elementals on here. Man, Mr. Rome. It's this joint on here. Man, Price of Living. Ooh. Y'all need to listen to Price of Living. There's some joints on here. Oh man, yeah. The Body Language joint with Socrates. Joints with Choclair on here is crazy. Yeah, man, this is joint on here I like to play all the time. Matter of fact, I need to bring it back because I haven't put it on anything in a while. It's this joint called The Revival. And the way they do it is 3 MCs, man, and they doing some serious, like old school live at the barbecue type, rhyming back and forth. Man, they got the DJ cutting a break. Oh, the shit is crazy. It's crazy, and it's something that you just wasn't expecting. And, you know, it made you think a certain way about hip-hop from other spots, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because I didn't even know they had a scene in Canada, period. You know, or in Toronto, I should say. Let's be more local about it. So this has helped. It helped me think about that. You know what I'm saying? It helped me try out new things, look at other stuff. And like I said, this was a gamble. I think I couldn't find anything that day. I stumbled across this, and you know, I was just literally just looking at how the cats was dressed on the cover, and then they was called the Grassroots. And, you know, somebody else was talking about how we spelled stuff in hip-hop the other day. I don't remember, but it's, you know, it's D-A instead of T-H-E, you know. We always got to spell some shit crazy. And they the Grassroots, so I figured, you know, I like the roots. Grassroots can't be too bad. You know, you look at how the cats is dressed on here. Dressed pretty hip-hop to me. Flipped it over. You know, it's a picture of some turntables and a mixer. Let's go for it. Can't go wrong, right? It's a gamble. Like I said, I gambled on it. I won big on this album. This album is crazy. It's been a minute since I listened to it, actually, man. I think I'm going to have to listen to it again, you know, and bring things back to my memory because I don't remember it being any skips on this album. I don't remember being any skips at all. If there was a skip, it might have been on like an interlude or something like that. Nothing major. But I remember every song being dope as hell on here. And it was just, like I said, it was surprising because I wasn't expecting that to come up out of Toronto, come up out of Canada. You know, this was back when, you know, everything either came out of New York or LA. You had a sprinkle of Chicago back when this came out. So you wasn't doing much, you know. Everybody, the South was still trying to have something to say. This was before they took over. Everybody was still just kind of fighting. You wasn't thinking about no shit coming up out of Canada. You like Canada, you know? What they gonna be rhyming about? Moose? That was foul. I shouldn't have said that, but that's how we thought back then, you know? Just disrespectful for no hot damn reason. But this joint here, crazy. If you can find this one, I've seen a few people post that they actually had this on wax. I don't have no idea where they found it. I'm assuming it's an OG copy. Don't even want to know what they paid for it. If you can find this joint here, you need to go ahead and grab it. If you can find the MP3s, grab it. I don't even know if it's streaming anywhere, but the Grassroots passes through time. This right here, this is like underground heyday. This is like Raucous era hip hop, and this ain't even on Raucous. So that type of quality, that type of flair, that type of dopeness, that type of MCing, that type of beat making, you know, you need to find this. You need to hear this. This one's for you. So go look for it. This is your boy. Until next time. All right, my people, have a good one.